You there! This is Dave and Jason.
Hey!
From DC On Screen. It's that time again. We need help from you to grow our show. But keep listening because there's something in it for you. Give us a 5-star written review on iTunes for a chance to win a free DC trade paperback, DVD, or Blu-ray valued at $15 or less. 1 in 10 will win. The winner will be randomly selected with a number generator on random.org and announced on one of our news episodes. It's pretty simple, really.
Free stuff!
Hooray! Anyway, yeah, seriously, do that. It helps us a lot. It's, like, so good. Anyway, sit back. Enjoy this brand new episode of DC On Screen. Welcome into DC On Screen episode 221. I am your host, David C. Robertson. This, my co-host, Jason Goss.
Hi.
Today we are going to get super spoilery on Supergirl 201, The Adventures of Supergirl. To recap, a maybe-kryptonian pod crashes in National City. The DEO, with Winn's help, takes it to study the craft and its alien passenger. Meanwhile, a space shuttle is sabotaged. Supergirl and Superman both show up to stop it from crashing. Kat demands Kara figure out what job she wants, while James tries to figure out if Kara is still feeling the whole dating thing between them. Clark and Kara investigate Lena Luthor, and realize she was the target of the space shuttle attack, not the perpetrator. Thanks, Lex. Even has pull behind bars. At the end, Winn has a new job with the DEO, Kara is a single reporter, and John Corben, failed assassin for Lex Luthor, finds himself at Cadmus with a new moniker, Metallo.
That's gonna be fun.
This was an entirely enjoyable episode of Supergirl.
Yes, it was.
Aside from the annoying, I don't think I can be with James now stuff for some reason or another.
Those two kids will work it out.
It's literally been like 48 hours maybe since she was like, yay, we're finally together. And then she's like, I'm not feeling it now. Like, I don't need another season of Will They, Won't They. Please just Will They or Won't They.
Yeah.
Other than that, a fantastic episode.
Yeah, I like their new digs at the DEO. I love how everyone just casually mentions they had that the whole time, and she's like, I've been flying out to the middle of the desert. Whatever.
A bat bit me in the last one. Whiner.
Yeah.
I don't know how a bat would bite her, but still.
But whatever.
I mean, I guess she didn't say it hurt her.
Yeah.
Love Winn. Got bored. Learned the Kryptonian language. Amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty great. And he's got a new confidence this year that I'm liking. He's just arrogantly accepting the challenges over there. Like, oh yeah, sure, I can hack the crap out of that. No problem. He's going to be fun this year, I think.
I mean, he was fun last year.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying as opposed to.
Right. So I don't know what your history is necessarily, or how much you remember and or adore the Dick Donner Superman movies. Did you squeal when Cat Grant screamed Miss Tessmacher?
No, I don't remember him that well.
Miss Tessmacher was just Lex's lady friend in the first Superman movie. And he would just yell, Miss Tessmacher!
Gotcha.
And she would come running to do something.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So yeah, I squealed like a little child. So almost, as much as I did when asked Superman, when Lex Luthor set off the earthquake in California, did you gauge the focal depth with your X-ray video? Dude, they just made part of the Dick Donner Superman movie canon in this universe.
Yep.
The earthquakes in California. That was cool. I squealed. I was really happy.
Well, good.
Superman was pitch perfect.
I've got that little 4-set DVD that I bought so we could do Peace on Earth.
Uh-huh.
I've been looking for a reason to go back and watch the other 3. This is a good enough one,
right? Yeah, so that was fantastic. I thought Tyler Hoechlin did a fantastic job as Superman.
Yeah.
He had Clark pitch perfect. I love that she was like, wow, you've really got that clumsy thing down pat. He's like, nah, that was real.
And they had a lot of cool moments. She gave them the whole, like, I used to change his diapers. Not sure you had to tell them that.
Absolutely did.
Yeah. And I mean, he was great. The cat is, everyone who hated BVS just needs to check out this season of Supergirl. I mean, he walks up to the one lady and was like, "I just want to thank you for all the hard work you're doing to protect her." You know, or somebody that's the dialogue we have coming to and from a Superman. Like that's what they were looking for the whole time, right?
I guess so. I mean, I looked at it and I was like, yeah. I mean, if we got like half a minute where some terrible shit wasn't happening to Henry Cavill, yeah. I think he'd be like this.
No, I mean, I have faith that universe is the DCEU's eventually going to get to this guy, but this cat is already the Big Blue Boy Scout.
Yeah, he's 12 years
just
in,
a
man.
big old lovable thing, just out there doing good for the sake of doing good.
Yeah. Love how much everyone fawns over the guy. I do.
Yeah, I mean, Winn was adorable.
Terrific.
He was just he had a little heart attack, man.
See, I mean, like I was saying, like Alex though, your cousin smells terrific. What the hell? That's awesome.
It's weird in just the right way.
I love that he and John don't get John don't get along because it's like John discovered kryptonite and named it kryptonite.
Named it kryptonite. Yeah. That was awesome.
And uses it.
Yeah.
I'm digging Lena Luthor. I am. I like the character. I'm liking this woman's personification of her. Hoping she doesn't turn out to be a bad guy just because.
I have a very specific reason for hoping for that. She once played Morgana, which not the DC version. I guess it is the DC version since essentially that's a stripped down version of the Merlin universe anyway, right?
Okay.
But they had a show called Merlin, a little BBC show. She played Morgana. So, like in season 1, I think it was, she was just the sister of just Arthur's sister, no big deal. And then she starts realizing she has magical powers. And the problem was they did the same thing with her that I was just bitching about on Lucifer with that smirk at the end of the episode. Mm-hmm. At some point, I remember I was watching this show just because it was just charming enough that I would watch it. And the cat playing Merlin and the guy playing Arthur were pretty great, really. Anthony Head, what was his name? Heed. Not Heed. What's Giles' name?
Anthony Stewart.
Anthony
Head,
Stewart.
As far as I know.
Okay, yeah. I think he pronounces it Heed. I'm not sure about that. Anyway,
he probably does.
So he was the king in the show. Like there were a lot of reasons I tried, but getting back to Morgana, she just did this stupid shit-eating grin at the end of the episodes. That was how they ended. I swear, like a whole season, and it got to the point where it was infuriating. Every time I saw her, I just thought, if you smirk at me, so help me God. I saw her and went, oh God, I hope she doesn't smirk. I mean, this has been years. Mm-hmm. Anyway, my little aside.
Yeah. So I loved the we're moving back to Gotham line.
Yeah. Because you're clearly gonna have better luck there.
Mm-hmm. I am going to greatly miss Cat Grant. We must keep daring. We must keep diving. Man, she's gonna be missed.
Yeah.
I mean, I know she'll be back every once in a while. It looks like she'll probably be. I imagine she's gonna wind up going to be with her son.
Yeah, that's exactly what I think. She had a whole thing about take the plunge. I think that's her big regret was she didn't. She bailed on that, and it's like the only. And we're talking about freaking Cat Grant in this universe. That's the only thing she's ever bailed on, and didn't win. I mean, This is just a person who invariably takes the hardest possible path because that's the only thing she thinks is appropriate and wins anyway. The one time she took the easy way out. So yeah, I think she's actually going back to Adam. And he was he was cool. I didn't mind him being around. He can come back too. Just give me cat. Bring me back my cat.
Right. I was excited that John Corben was mentioned as having been involved in the genocide in Corto Maltese. It's a well-worn DC event. Just always enjoy hearing about it. We never actually see it happen, but that's for those who don't remember the 1989 Batman movie, that was what Vicky Vale had taken all those pictures of, where a Joker is like looking through her portfolio and seeing all of the dead bodies from Corto Maltese and going, now that's good work. He does. He like looks through all of her her photo, her fashion shoots. Crap. Now that's good work.
Yeah.
The skulls, the bodies, you give it all such a glow. I don't know if it's art, but I like it. That might not be the direct quote. I don't know. It's been a long time.
Close enough. I got to go back and watch his version. He was so much fun. The real thing was he had so much fun.
Like he did, yeah. There was the armored car robbery on 6th and Stag. Laughed at that.
Yeah. Throughout the whole episode, I could not get over how Superman this Superman was.
Yeah, he was very much. I loved how Cat Grant was in love with him.
Yeah. Oh, and I liked how much she was in love with Clark Kent too. I mean,
that's what I meant. Just Clark Kent.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
I don't remember if she actually fawned over Superman, but she sure as hell was
I
pissed
remember that.
she wasn't told earlier about Clark Kent being available.
Mm-hmm. I want him and Sean to be good, man.
Yeah, I know.
It hurts my heart.
They'll be fine.
Bring him some Oreo soups.
Bring him some Oreos. That'll fix everything. Oh, you caught the mention of the president herself?
I did. They've been doing that since last season.
Have they? I didn't know. I didn't remember if they had already mentioned the...
Oh, yeah, they'd already planned to do Linda Carter as president.
Last year?
Since, they were planning on it last year. They just couldn't find a time to fit her in with her schedule.
Oh, it's a damn shame.
I don't know what her schedule is.
I don't know what her schedule is, though. I mean, there's not like a...
I think I've seen her doing a lot of, face rejuvenation commercials or something on late-night cable. But...
She looks great. Maybe they're working.
Yeah.
Whatever that product is, I'll look into it in a few decades.
All right.
But yeah, man, he was just the winking, the stopping in the middle of everything to protect the family. We got the cold breath, the heat vision. It was just all there for you, in one giant episode. It was just the way I saw it written down last week, actually, on some weird article, was truth, justice, and apple pie.
Mm-hmm.
That's my boy.
Yeah.
Oh, and this one, it wasn't him with the line that being Kara is just as important as being Supergirl?
Yes.
More great stuff.
Mm-hmm.
When did we start just really liking Supergirl? Because it just happened at some point. I look forward to the show every week now. I don't remember it always being that way.
It wasn't. It had a slow start. It did.
Yeah.
There's always been stuff that I liked on the show. So I hope we get more Tessmacher. I just do.
Just more shout-outs.
I want to see more of that character. She was actually fleshed out a little bit in the movie. And by that, I'm not referring to the fact that she showed a lot of flesh, which she did, but I'm not talking about that. She was a character, a fully formed person.
A dynamic whole person.
And
you're not pulling a Trump here.
Maybe not whole, but she was there.
Yeah.
And I'd like to see more of the character explored. I'd like to see Lena Luthor be more than just what Max Lord was last season.
Well, yes and no, but I mean Max Lord, which by the way, where is he now?
I don't know.
I just thought about it. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that cat. I don't know if I could expect any more or less out of her than that. He started as just, douchey bad guy, and by the end of it, he's helping him save the city. It was kind of a decent arc. I enjoyed it. But it got to the point by the last half of the season when I saw him, I was really excited about it.
Mm-hmm.
I could deal with that.
Yeah. So, I felt like the special effects were a lot better.
The flying looks great.
I felt like they did a way better job so far with this episode than they did last season on a lot of those effect shots. And
I don't know what the real difference is. Maybe it's just that shooting in Vancouver is super cheap and you can afford to put more money into that kind of crap.
Well, they are. Yeah, they're
so I don't know what I'm seeing as the difference, but the flying looked better this year than it did last year.
I wanted to say that the budget for each episode was something like $3 million on CBS, and it's going to be around $1 million or 1.5 on CW.
Yeah, but you spend a huge chunk of that just being in LA.
Yeah, you spend a huge chunk of that being in LA.
And also, they cut out. I mean, they refined Callista's contract. That probably saved him a good amount of money.
Yeah. Not only that though, CBS had to pay WB a licensing fee for every episode. That was a huge chunk.
Okay.
That they don't have to pay now.
Now they're on the sweet track with the Berlanti, the easy street to TV. I swear to God, if I ever have enough money to make my own just stupid pirated version of any DC product in my backyard with a freaking bad camera and put it out there and get caught, because why not get caught? I'm just gonna say Berlanti said I could do it and hope it works.
Yeah.
And it might.
I'm Unit Z.
Yeah. You'll probably never see this in the show, but it's definitely told to film it.
We're just testing to see how bad we can get the conditions. Yeah. It's still looking salvageable.
They're trying to see what the budget could really bottom out at. So,
I think it was Kreisberg that said, though, like, yeah, we're shooting in Vancouver. It's going to be cloudier, so Supergirl's going to look like it's a little more real now. It's going to look like it's in the real world. It's going to have a little more depth, so it'll be fine.
Yeah, that's what happened.
I mean, I hate to say it, but this episode looked more
better.
real than any other episode I've seen.
Yeah. Don't ask me why. I didn't have a lot more for the episode. Just I could fawn over it and just say, "Oh, Superman was great," and he was.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much we're gonna see him, but when he can come and go as he pleases, I'll be happy to have him. And something they did really well was like you brought in Superman on a show called Supergirl, but what you did was you waited an entire year and you established her as a character outright, and then when you came back, you made Superman a cool character, but he in no way overshadowed Supergirl.
Yeah, I didn't feel like he did. I really enjoyed that too. I thought she was still the main character.
Yeah.
He was still the secondary entity there. It was fine.
I'm not sitting here thinking, oh man, why can't we have a Superman show instead of the Supergirl? Nothing like that happened.
No, I'm sitting here thinking, why can't we have a Superman show along with Supergirl?
Right.
Like, let's just make it a super night,
evening.
Yeah, we'll do Super Saturday. We just play Superman and Supergirl.
I don't know what the CW
or
has
Supergirl,
going on
Superman.
Mondays, but it cannot possibly be more important than a Superman show.
Mm-mm.
I've
But
never
that's
bothered
just
to
me.
tune in
I
after
mean-
Supergirl went off.
But yeah, I think that's all I've got, man. It's a fantastic episode. Fantastic. Absolutely good. Just good all over.
Yeah, and the one more thing, her the little speech at the end. This is what I'm gonna miss Cat Grant for. Her little speeches with Kara. I hired you on the spot, and like pulls out the piece of paper and turns it around. It's like reporter or journalist or whatever it said on there.
Reporter, yeah.
She called it years ago. She knew immediately. It's a real freaking cute conversation, is what it is.
It's cute. We didn't talk about the fact that Kara decided to be a reporter. I knew she was going to decide to be a reporter.
It seemed inevitable. I mean, she wasn't going to go, I'm going to be an interior decorator.
Right.
Although they put her in that giant
like how,
white room, so if she decided to get in some interior decorating, I wouldn't blame her.
I did like how annoyed Cat Grant was when she said marketing.
Yeah.
But I don't know. My girlfriend Bethany was annoyed that she said reporter.
Why?
Oh, she was like, any job that you could pick and you choose reporter?
But print's a dying medium, Kara. Why? Haven't you heard all of Perry's jokes?
Right. Oh, I love the Great Caesar's Ghost thing.
Oh, yeah. That was a good bit.
Yeah.
Hell, I
I
vaguely
didn't mind
remember
her being a reporter.
Oh, yeah, it's great. It'll be fine. And it'll be... I mean, I don't remember what the hell Supergirl does in the books. I can't remember ever running across it. I don't know what she does as a day job. Surely it's been mentioned.
I think there was a version who was a reporter.
Okay. It's an incredibly appropriate thing to do. It keeps you with your thumb on the pulse. There's always people telling you when danger's about.
Let me put it this way: if someone said, "Hey, what did Kara do in the comic books for a job?" I would say, "Which one?"
Yeah. We got a few to choose from here. Which
Supergirl are we talking about?
Right.
Because Kara Danvers, I think she may have been a reporter or a student who was looking to be a reporter or something.
I don't know.
I just can't remember.
I'm sure it's out there. Somebody will
it's
tweet us and be
absolutely
like,
out
"You
there.
idiots! She did this." Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Feel free to tweet us and call us idiots. We're used to it.
We're not that used to it, actually.
Only takes a few. Yeah.
Jason says that because he's not the one reading the tweets and feeling bad about himself for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
He's happily going about his day. I'm the one going, oh, I'm screenshotting this and making sure Jason sees it.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's it. That's all I've got on Supergirl.
Yep. Great episode. Keep them coming, guys.
Aside from the James stuff, great episode.
Even that, they'll probably clear up soon. Not worried.
Yeah. I hear that James is about to become Guardian.
Awesome. Dude's built like a long tank. Let him do something.
They released a picture of him in the outfit. It's all like silver and stuff.
Ooh.
Doesn't look like the classic Guardian gear necessarily, but he's got the shield.
Ooh.
A lot of people are pissed. I'm really excited.
I don't know. Why would you be pissed about this?
I don't know, man, because people get pissed.
I mean, dear God, what were they going to make him? Steel or John Henry Irons or something? Or
I don't know. I mean, there are lots of of people using that little orange angry face on Facebook to react to the news.
The dreaded orange angry face.
Mm-hmm. Or just people going, I'm not okay with this. Well, who cares? Who cares what you're okay with?
I've watched lots of things in these previous few years that I was not okay with that I ended up being perfectly fucking okay with. So, yeah, come on.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Anyway,
and
thank you for listening.
It's incredibly precedented for Olsen to get in some action. So come on. Come with us, guy.
Yeah, in a universe where James Olsen is built better than Superman, sure, let him be Guardian.
Let him guard something, damn it.
For Ralph's sake.
Yeah. Go for
it. Anyway. Thank you so much for listening to DC On Screen. You can find every episode at dconscreen.com. You can also subscribe to us on iTunes or Stitcher or any other podcast that you can think of. I know we're on Google Play. Every one of them I can think of, we're on. So, anyway. We are going to be coming right back with Flash 302 Paradox. We're a proud member of the Giant Size Team Up Network, giantsizeteamup.com. We're also part of the Batman Podcast Network. Until next time, keep some DC on your screen, guys.